Caught in the act. When you talk about getting caught in the act, is the case of Mr. Kevin Alanemi. I may not know how to pronounce his name properly. He was recorded by BBC because they had two undercover agents who went to discover he's into the business of issuing fake certificate of sponsorship to people, or issuing certificate of sponsorship to people, bringing them into the country, and then leaving them stranded because it doesn't have enough hours for these people.
Problems so widespread that the UK government has issued an advisory. It says if someone charges you for a job, do not pay. But I wonder if many Nigerians are aware of this.
One relocation agency based in the UK called Career Edu caught my eye because of its glittery infomercials.
Welcome to Career Hairdo and the topic: earn above 18 million naira in the United Kingdom without a degree.
I have seen so many people who are been affected by this problem. So recently, the UK approved the care assistance or healthcare visa, and so many people took advantage of them. Some, which I would say were genuine, they came into the country, they are working, they are fine. And I've also seen so many people who came into this country and discovered that there are not enough hours. We were talking recently, discussing about having to rest between your shift, and somebody was explaining they work 6 days a week, not because they work full time. They only get paid 8 hours every day, but they will go in the morning, some hours in the afternoon. They have no job for them, but because where they live is too far away, they cannot live. So they are stranded wherever they go. They go every day for 6 days. They work in the morning, work in the afternoon, work in the evening. Splitted hours, but they only get paid 8 hours. Their transport is not paid for. Most, their feeding, so many things, their transportation, so many things is not being accounted or paid for. Mr. Kelvin was caught in the act. He did not know these people were trying to catch him and that they were from BBC. He was actually trying to tell them, kind of selling a business to them for them to just give them jobs, and he's going to pay them some amount of money.
To get me girls.
Okay.
I can make a millionaire out. All I need is just put out the feelers in my community. These people are not supposed to pay.
They're not what,
They're not supposed to pay. They are paying because they know it's most likely the only way. Some of them are really without having, but I pulled them up for. So they are not paid. In time and COS without hours is that you can still listen to you can go to Glasgow, you can stay in law firm, you can live anywhere.
The reason why I wanted to see you is I would rather have this discussion in person.
Are you very aware?
The most annoying part is that Mr. Kevin is a medical doctor. A medical doctor in the NHS that work in the psychiatry unit. You would think he would know better. You would think he should be trustworthy. You would think because he attends to vulnerable people, he should know better than to extort money. He was planning to pay them the sum of £2,000 so they can give him care jobs with about £500 incentive. That's £2,500. He was telling them that he could make them millionaires if they can offer him these jobs, or provide these jobs for him, and he's going to sell these jobs or this COS to gullible, unsuspecting Nigerians or African or desperate people who want to move into the UK. Somebody called Praise claimed he paid Mr. Kevin the sum of £10,000 for him to get him into the UK, give him a job with the hope when he comes into the UK there will be enough job for him. He got into the UK and discovered there were not enough hours. He became stranded, and 1 year later, before he managed to find another care home who is ready to sponsor him. Why you say let it be? Some people are coming their way and they can one go their way into looking for jobs. The one thing I want you to know is that if you're getting into something like this, do it because you are very aware of what you're coming to get yourself into. I wouldn't say you should do it or you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, let it be from your own well-informed self. You know this is what you're going to get yourself into. Don't come into a country with the hope that all will be rosy. You've got a job you're going to start, and then you come, somebody is lying to you. They pay this man £10,000. He's planning to pay them £2,500. So he's going to benefit how much? And then he will bring them to this country, leave them stranded. And you know what he was saying very annoyingly? That the good thing about you not having COS that you're tied to is that you can go anywhere in the world. You can go to London, you can go to Glasgow, and you can be free. That is the lie from the pit of hell. If you're under COS and you've been issued a COS under the health and care visa, you are supposed to remain under that category. If you do not, you stand the risk of being deported. Even when you're trying to apply for your ILR, it's going to stand against you. You cannot just get a COS under a company and begin to gallivant in the country, because that is not how it has been designed. He is not the only one. There are so many people. This is becoming a big problem, a big scandal. And please remember, I'm not an immigration officer. I do not do COS. I do not give jobs. I do not sell or buy jobs or COS from anybody. I only share my experience. Most of this information you can actually get from the government's website. He is not the only one. Between March 2022 and May 2023, the UK government said they issued about 1,234 COS to people, some of which they go to those companies and they only find 4 people there, because the others cannot stay because there's no job. I know there's now a scheme or something that has now been planned to help those who they think their employer's COS or license has been revoked. There's somewhere you can report yourself to. I don't know what they're going to do to you when you report yourself there. I don't know if they're going to give you another job. I don't know if they're going to extend your days or extend your months. But I know there's apparently in England, not in Scotland anyway, a place where you can go to get help if you think your employer's license has been revoked, because it's actually very unfair that you give millions. Imagine paying £10,000 to somebody to bring you to the UK. That's over 20 million naira at the time of recording this video. Even we that were in the country with a full paying job, we started our job like 5 days after we got into this country, or some weeks after we got into this country, it is still difficult. Look at somebody bringing into this country where bills get paid every month, repetitively, recurrent bills. I've seen so many people who are stranded, and the thing is, don't say you are not informed. That is why we have videos like this, and I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just trying, like I said, I want you to make informed decision. There are ways you can check if your COS that you have been issued is genuine, and I'm going to just quickly go through some of the things that you should check out for when you get issued that COS. One is, on the COS there's the 11 digits number that is your reference number. Go to the UK government website and type that 11-digit number, verify if that number truly exists. Make sure your name, the name of the company, go online, check the company. The UK is actually trying to help us. There are lists of companies that are allowed, that are eligible to issue COS to people. They are all online. You cannot miss it. Type the name of the company, type the reference number, check to see if the certificate of sponsorship they've issued to you is genuine. Verify the format, check the unique 11 digits number, check that the job they've given you really matches what they do, matches the job description on the COS they've given you, check for the job duration, check for the salary. Just make sure everything tallies. Check the expiration dates, contact your sponsor, make sure you're talking to them like this thing. If you have any concern, contact them. And you should also, if you're in doubt, seek professional help. Sometimes you're just so desperate that the only thing is you want to get to the UK, and you feel once you get here, things will fall into place, you're going to manage. There are some people who are here who are managing, and you think when you come you're going to manage. I tell you, it is harder than you think. So it is better you make an informed decision, or you just come the right way. These people are taking advantage of thousands, of hundreds of desperate immigrants, and they're taking advantage of them financially. When they come into this country, they will tell you there's nothing you can do, because number one, you cannot report them, because you yourself, the way or the route in which you send that money to them was not genuine. It is hard for you to now come into the UK and make claims or take them to court or arrest them. There were videos that were circulating a few times last year that you see those who have been duped or extorted of their money trying to fight those who brought them. After the street fight, nothing happens, because you cannot take it to court or say, look, I gave so person money, you gave them willingly. And where is the proof? Where is the proof? You yourself, you are afraid. If you take this case to the police, you are afraid that you may get deported, because maybe the license will be revoked. So they've put this fear in you, and now they become like a lord over you once you're in the UK. They decide what happens and does not happen to you. So what is the point? What is the point? Like I said, I'm not asking you not to come to the UK. If you want to, it is left to you. Mr. Kelvin Alaneme's company, his license has been revoked since July 2023, but he continued to work. He continued to be open. He continued to practice. The name of his agency, in fact, I have to read this one so that I will not miss it, so that you can see if he issues you any COS or you hear anything about him, run. The name of his agency is called Agency Career Edu, based in Harlow, Essex. It is based in Essex, and he claimed on his bio, he claimed that he has about 9,800 happy clients. I don't think they're happy. I think they are very unhappy that you've extorted them of their money. How do you go to bed and sleep at night? How do you sleep at night knowing fully well you've taken people's hard-earned money? How do you people sleep at night? How do your children feel about what you do? I'm going to put his picture on here. His pictures will be here so that you can see his family members. You all can see what your family member is doing abroad. May God help us. May God help us. May God give us peace. And may God guide us so that we don't fall into the hand of desperation. May God help us not to be in situations where we become so desperate that we just want to, we fall victim of people like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Please remember to subscribe. Your humble baby girl, Gloria OTIKOR. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Until then, take care, stay safe, and